Man, I love it when it gets to the end of the year. Now you might think, what? The holiday season, Christmas, family times, and all that stuff. Well, I like that, of course. But I'm talking about when it gets to the end of the year and people start pulling out the New Year resolutions and what this year taught me and what I'm gonna do this next year and all that stuff. And I'm just sitting like, but you guys say this every single year. Oh my gosh, y'all are just so full of it, man. Y'all sit there and talk about how this year was trash, this year was bad, this new year that's coming, it's gonna be my year. I'm gonna chase all my dreams, I'm gonna achieve all my goals. I'm leaving everybody in the past year because I'm not bringing no bad vibes into my new year, man. This is gonna be my year. I'm gonna do things my way. I'm gonna change. I'm not gonna do all the stuff that I did the year before that. I'm gonna really change this year. And it's all talk. All talk but no walk. It sounds good when you talk about it, I'll say that. But when you try to put it into action, don't nobody even try to apply any effort, man. And that's just so sad. It's so funny when I see people say the same things that they said the year before that, and the year before that. Probably maybe 5-10 years ago they didn't say they were going to make the same changes, and each following year they kept saying they were going to make the same changes. Obviously, if you're still saying that you're going to make those same changes, you have not applied any effort into doing so, or you just completely forgot about what you said, because once the new year comes, it's like y'all feel like it's just gonna open up a big new world or something. Like the moment January 1st comes, that this big new world is just gonna come and everybody's just gonna be able to fulfill everything that they dream. Every single thing that they ever dream of. So all the things they said they were gonna change and they were gonna do in the new year, they think it's just immediately supposed to happen the moment January 1st happens. Or maybe the moment the month of January even happens. And I'm just sitting like, y'all really fool yourselves. Y'all know that? The whole New Year resolution thing is just so funny. Now, I'm not against anybody that makes it, but I'm just talking about the people that make it and don't apply any real effort into, making those happen. You know what I mean? Or going by or standing by their word. And one quote that I like saying every time a new year comes around: don't state the change, make the change. It's just that simple. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's one thing that I admire so much in people. Like, if you want to change, or if you want to change something, you want to stop doing something, you want to do something different, each and every year, by all means, please do so. But the thing is, when you talk about it, at least put the effort behind your words. That way we know that you're serious about changing. You know what I mean? Don't sit there and say that you're going to change or you're going to do something, and then months go by and then you say it again that you're going to do this and do that when you said you were going to do it months ago. And obviously, what happened in the time period in between that? You didn't do nothing to really get to any kind of changing point, because you're talking about doing it now when you talked about doing it months ago. So full of yourself, man. Like, what's happening in between the times? Like, don't sit there and make excuses like, oh, I didn't have time to do this, I was busy, I was doing this and doing that. No. Because if you said that you were going to make a change, you need to make time for your change. You need to make time for it. Don't sit there and make any excuses saying that you didn't have time to do this or have time to do what you said you wanted to do. Like, you really need to put some time into making it happen. You know what I mean? Like that's just, y'all really be full of yourselves, man. I'm sorry, but it's just so funny when I see stuff like this, because it's just comedy, man. It's just comedy seeing the same stuff on repeat, man. But like I said, I admire people that just make the change happen. If you want to make a change, or if you have a goal or a dream that you want to achieve, you just don't say nothing about it. That's me. That's honestly me. I'll say nothing about it, and I'll just do it. And I'll just make the change. And I'll talk about it later. I'm gonna talk about it. That's the purpose of it. You don't say nothing, you make the change happen, and then once you get the results and once you get to the point where you want it to be, then you talk about wanting to make the change and how you and what you did to make it happen, how it happened. You know what I mean? You talk about it later. You don't talk about it now, because you're just gassing yourself up and stuff, and then you're later on gonna just probably disappoint everybody because you just not gonna apply no effort. Whereas if you just stay completely silent, go about your ways and make your changes happen, and then everybody's like, wow, what happened? Wow, what happened? You weren't like this before. Why are you like this now? What happened? And then you explain how you wanted to change and the steps that you took into making that change possible. That is the best way to really change yourself, man. And that's really motivational too, because you show that you wanted to change and you made the effort to change, and look at the results now. Now you're feeling good. Now you're feeling glad that you actually really achieved something. And that's really motivational to other people, because they're like, yo, wow, I want to change too. Like, maybe I got some things that I want to really do. And with you saying that you actually went about a way to making your dreams happen, it's like, man, it really is possible once you put the effort into it. So boom, that motivates other people into really putting effort into chasing their dreams and really showing the change that they want to have. Whereas if you just sat there and talked about it, everybody's just gonna ride your wave, be like, yeah, we gonna do this, yeah, I wanna do that too, yeah, I wanna do that too, yeah, I wanna change too. And obviously nobody's making those steps. It's like they wait for somebody to make a step into changing, and then they just start following along. Everybody can sit there and talk about wanting to do the same things, but clearly, if nobody's making any effort, then ain't nobody gonna make no effort. That's just so funny, man. Every single year, every single end of the year, it always gets like this, man. And like I said, my quote for the new year is coming up is just, don't state the change, make the change. Just be grateful that you're able to see another year. Always be grateful that you're able to see another year. I'm just grateful that I can always see, I'm grateful that I can see the New Year's coming. I'm grateful that I've been able to make it through all these past years. You should be grateful that you've been able to make it through all these past years. You know what I mean? Be grateful that you're able to see light again. Be grateful that you may possibly see another birthday for sure. I will hope I hope so. I hope we all get to see another birthday, man. It'd be a true blessing. That's the stuff that you really need to pay attention to. That should be a big New Year resolution too, man. Be able to see another year. Be able to make it through the year. No matter what happens, as long as you're still breathing, as long as you're still healthy, as long as you're still alive, as long as you're still able to see the light, as long as you're still able to see the night. That should be the biggest New Year resolution you should always have every year, because at any given time, it can all just come to a close. You wouldn't expect it at all, but you just gotta value life, man. Value life for what it is. Value life. That's the best New Year resolution you could ever have. Don't matter all that stuff about wanting to probably have a nice new job or a better house, better car and stuff. All that means nothing if you don't have the gift of life. Always value your life every year, please, because at any given time it can just come to a close, man. Don't state the change, make the change. That's all I'm gonna say.